All right, Todd, Billin, wanted to do a comprehensive on JT Daniels, meaning I'm going all the way back to 2017 when I first did a film study on him for Trojansports.com when I worked at Rivals, all the way to the last two film studies that I did when he decided that he was going to transfer. One just being kind of a quick film study, and the other one doing one on his potential transfer to LSU. So don't worry about the stuff that I'm saying as far as the teams or anything. Just worry about the skill set and all that. This is for people who are asking me for a little bit more on JT Daniels. So I'll combine all three of these because I've done so much work on this kid, being as though I covered him at USC. So there are a whole bunch of film studies that I have that I probably could not release. But I know his skill set like the back of my hand, and I think that he could be a good fit for a Todd Monken offense, perhaps the best fit that they have on the team. So let's get to it.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.
All right, the rich get richer as USC has picked up a commitment from Mater Day 2019 quarterback JT Daniels. In my opinion, Sam Darnold's ability to work the quick game and allow for run after the catch from some of his superstar receivers allowed USC's offense to go to the next level. Obviously, he could do a lot of things with that quick game. It's what makes defenses have to cheat up. And JT Daniels has that similar type of ability. His accuracy, his ball placement, the way he can vary his throwing motion as well as his arm slot and marry that with his feet, I think is phenomenal. A lot of people think that throwing the quick game is easy pie, but man, if you can see most of the quarterbacks in college football and even some in the NFL, man, just can't get the accuracy on the quick game and allow for run after the catch. You have to be able to put the ball exactly where the receiver's going, hit him in the back basket, and that'll do it right there. Every time I've seen JT Daniels and his modern day team, they must be one of the better quick game teams I've ever seen. All right, let's check this out right here. See my man right here almost takes a rocker step, but look at the spacing he has right there. And look at that piston quick like turnover on the arm. Gets it out, and his man, Amon-Ra St. Brown, is able to do his thing after the catch. One thing I want you to check out here, if you look at this crossover we saw earlier, look at the bend in his knees and look at the weight transfer. You see where the ball comes back around his helmet right there. Got that kind of the quarter delivery. It just depends on exactly what he's doing and how traffic is looking. So it's kind of more of a 3/4 delivery right there. Most of the time he's over the top with it. He has adequate arm strength. I wouldn't say he has the strongest arm I've ever seen, but he has enough arm strength, kind of like a Sam Darnold, to make those NFL type throws where you see from the opposite hash here. You see him throwing it out right here to Osiris St. Brown. This type of ball cannot hang up in the air. And as you see right here, his placement and leading them towards the sideline is absolutely perfect. Like I said before, I saw a lot of that same stuff from Sam Darnold in his freshman year. I love his ability to manipulate the pocket, and he has enough strength to throw the deep ball, even though deep ball throwing is more about timing than arm strength. And he has improvisational skills as well. And he's very tough. Look at it here. He takes here. He's able to stand in. Boom. More yards after the catch. We know Sam Darnold is a pocket wizard himself. So you can see that a lot. USC fans might not like it, but your man JT Daniels reminds me a lot of UCLA star quarterback Josh Rosen with his ability to manipulate the pocket and his accuracy and timing and his ability to detach from the pocket when necessary. He's not an athlete like Sam Darnold, but he can get you some yards like we've seen Josh Rosen get. So all in all, it's a great pickup for what has to be quarterback university as the Trojans have been over the past however many years. But as always, check back with me for more at Trojansports.com.
All right, presumably his last game as a Trojan, first half of the first game. We see him going through his reads here. Scan from, right, real quick scan from Lucy to Ricky. Drifting, can feel pressure in his face. And I noticed that he was a little bit more willing to tuck that bad boy and run. That's why, and you can see that he has pretty good athleticism, right? He's wasn't not labeled as a dual threat or anything like that, but he's not a stiff by any stretch of the imagination, man. He's a prototypical kind of a balanced type QB. Not a super athlete by any stretch of the imagination, I'm not going to lie to you, but not a stiff, and he can get stuff done with his legs as far as achieving first downs and definitely being a pocket wizard. That's his thing. All right, it's Todd Billin, so you guys know what I look for. That will be opposite hash throws and throws outside the numbers. So we get a back to the basket play action fake here. Remember, he's running this Graham Harrell offense, this air raid. Back to the basket play action fake. Looking loosey, right? You see him with the crossover steps, very classic, where he holds his ball and everything. The hand break from the ball. Opposite hash throw. Look at the product placement on this bad boy. Look at that. Right to Tyler Vaughns, who has to be the oldest man in the history of college football. I swear, man, Tyler Vaughns had to have played with Mark Sanchez. He's been there forever. But look at his throw. This was an out route. So, right, an out route past the numbers from the opposite hash. This is the type of pass that if you've played ball, these are your favorite type of passes because usually guys don't have the arm strength to get it there, and you can pick that off. You see right there, he's unable to pick it off. Outside and away. What a throw, man. People are going to look at them like, what does that mean or whatever like that. That's an NFL throw. That is a throw that when scouts turn on the film, that's one of the throws that they're going to look for just because of how the hashes are placed in the NFL. Kid's got some arm strength. All right, we see him pushing the ball down the field. Front facing play action fake. Now look at him. I told you before, very polished kid. Always going to be looking off the safety. You see him come backside. Just to hold the safety just a little bit to shoot the ball down the field to his former high school teammate, Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the best receivers in all of college football that most people don't even know about. Gets it down there to this kid. This kid, I love watching this kid play, man. Both these guys, man. So all you Alabama fans out there know, of course, about Bryce Young coming, the five-star cat. This is the player before Bryce Young was the quarterback. Up there at modern day, it was JT Daniels. Right, just like I said in the other video, in full disclosure, I covered JT Daniels for Rivals USC site. When he was entering into college, I worked there for a good 2.5 years, so I'm very familiar with his skill set. I've probably done 4 or 5 different film studies on him from my time with him there at USC, at least over that first season, right? His skill set is very much like Joe Burrow's, right? Keep in mind, it's like Joe Burrow's, but this is him as a guy who was supposed to be a senior in high school. He was a reclassified guy from the 2019 class who went to the 2018 class, and he was playing as a freshman, but who only had 3 years of high school experience, not high school starting experience, 3 years of actual high school experience. So we see his ability to evade in the pocket here while keeping his eyes downfield, very much like what we've seen from Joe Burrow with the pocket wizard that he is, senses it, right, climbs up in the pocket, escapes out the back door, keeping his eyes up. You can't tell me this doesn't look like the scramble drills with my man Burrow to Chase or Burrow to Jefferson or something like that. Product placement, nasty, allows guy to get back upfield. All right, I know what you LSU people like. You like the ball being pushed down the field. We have a 2-man route combination going on here. You're going to have a post corner concept. Going to have Velus Jones running this corner with a back-to-the-basket play action fake by JT Daniels. He puts it right on the money. See, put the ball in the belly of the beast. Whip that head around real quick. Get that deep set, half roll. Hitch up. He has classic mechanics. Classic mechanics. It's like Joe Burrow, right? Classic mechanics. Look at his base width here. Absolutely perfect. You could tell he was a child prodigy at Mater Day. And look at that. Launching that bad boy. He has some really good arm strength, too. One thing you must know, he can push the ball down the field with the best of them. Hit Velus Jones on his corner route. That would be Velus Jones going to where? Velus Jones transferred to Tennessee, so there's some connections there with JT Daniels. Of course, you have T. Martin, former offensive coordinator from USC at Tennessee. I like Tennessee a little bit better for JT Daniels just for the standpoint that I want to see Mississippi Miles play. Mississippi Miles, baby. I want to see him slinging that rock downfield. But I know how you guys are, so you would take JT Daniels in a heartbeat. I want them to spread the wealth, right? You don't need LSU with multiple quarterbacks that can get the job done. So that's just me, though. All right, check this out. A little bit more of the arm strength in more of a conventional fashion. splitting the cover too, right? Getting the ball past the first level defender, the cornerback, and getting it there before the safety can get over there to help. It takes some arm strength to do this. We see him hit Michael Pittman on his fade route. Now look at it. Go past the cornerback. So he's staring this bad boy down. He knew exactly where he wanted to go. Now watch him. Rocket launcher. Turn it over right there. Now if this ball is a lollipop, it could be picked off by the underneath defender. And definitely you can get your guy lit up by the safety, or even he could get there, but he has enough arm strength to get it there. Pittman's able to kind of protect himself and get upfield a little bit. One of his better throws is the back shoulder fade. We can see a off-target dribbler here from the center. He's going to hit Tyler Vaughns at the top of the screen. Doesn't panic, even though he's a true freshman. Kind of looks off the safety. Now look at this. This was something that he does that I noticed. When he really wants to get it in there, he puts a little body English on it. Man, it kind of reminds me of, man, I don't know. I think maybe Brett Favre used to do that or whatever like that. Kind of a fall-away jumper on target to Tyler Vaughns. Gets a foot down. Money. All right, you thought I was playing about the back shoulder fade. I'm going to have a free runner here. Front facing play action fake. Man, right up in his face, but he throws with that body English. And he puts it right where only Tyler Vaughns can really get to this. Look at the air on it. And then back towards the sideline. Great adjustment by Tyler Vaughns for the back shoulder fade. 2 cheeks equal 1 feet, which never made sense to me because feet is plural. All right, last one right here. Check the other video for some film study from his game that he had before he got injured the first game of last season. He played in the first half before he tore his ACL. But he's another fade to Pittman. This one he put some touch on it while obviously putting a little bit of mustard on it too. Now look, he has a super quick release. That's something that I really like about JT Daniels' game. Quick release, get that bad boy. Pittman has a step on the corner here, but look where he pits it at. Right to the point. You see the converging defenders here still have over-the-top coverage, over-the-top help coverage, but he puts it out the way towards the back pylon almost literally. Look at that. Pittman goes out and stretches and get that 1 foot down. Hell of a throw by that man right before the half. I remember this game. He was going at it with Gardner Minshew, right? Minshew mania, all right?
What more can I say?
Top Billin.